Hey guys, welcome back to Main Street Living, where we have an interesting discussion coming up, right, Danielle?
That's right, Quincy. Bob Dooley Electric has been servicing the Tulsa area since 1980, providing electrical services to residential, commercial, and industrial clients. With us now is president and owner of Bob Dooley Electric, James May. James, thanks for joining us today.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Awesome. James, I just have to kind of throw this in there. Like Danielle and I were discussing like Christmas movies earlier, right? And we couldn't help but think of the scene in Christmas Vacation where Chevy Chase takes down the entire town with just a little plug. So why is it so important to have holiday displays wired properly? Okay. I mean, I imagine that's a big concern this time of year.
Oh, 100% it is. It most certainly can be. Simply enough, it cause a fire, burn your house down. I mean, if you don't do things properly and the way it needs to be, it could really cause some serious issues. Not only that, it could cause the issues for not just your home, but for your neighbors as well. Because if you blow out one transformer, you got other neighbors on that same transformer that they're going to be upset, kind of like the movie you're talking about.
Yeah, well, obviously holiday lights are a big thing right now in the winter, but I know that you guys have a variety of services that you provide, as well as wiring tools in the summer. I mean, from a residential point of view, what are some of the other services your company provides?
Man, we do just about anything. Lightning protection, service upgrades, or I mean anything all the way down to the slightest, service call of needing a receptacle replaced, or we have elderly people that call us, and we're more than happy to go help them out and swap out a light bulb for them if they need to. They can't get on a ladder if they're, we just do so many different things, and especially for our town and community. There's actually been a few times we didn't just do electrical work for them. Someone needed help moving one time. We just packed up a truck and went and helped them. So, I mean,
now
whatever it takes.
Very in the spirit of the season.
Yeah, try to be.
Yeah.
We just do so many things. I mean, swim pools, like you said, generators, lightning protection. We do so many different things. If it has anything to do with electrical in your house, we're there. We have it for you. We'll take care of you. We'll bend over backwards for you. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that's the key about community and businesses that serve the community. Now, here's something. It's been a trend of late, right? Our homes are becoming, and I put air quotes, smarter, right? Like we are connecting so many things.
Oh, that's no joke.
Yeah. So how are you guys helping in those areas?
Well, so a lot of the smart homes, and like especially these newer homes that they're building these days, they have those all of them computer systems that make them smart homes, right? So I mean, we'll go in, wire it up, run the wire for them, and even help do the programming and set it up. Try to help set it up the best we can to whatever that customer needs, for sure. So
yeah. And then outside of residential, you also handle some industrial work as well. What type of work is that?
Oh, anything from plant work, like industrial plants, energy plants. I spent most of my career doing industrial work until the last 4 years. I moved over to this part of the country here in Tulsa. Gas plants, gas compressor stations. I've built substations, just a whole different amount of different industrial jobs. That's actually one of my fortes. Manufacturing companies, anything that we can go high voltage, low voltage, we try to be there. Big pipe, big wire, little wire.
I love it. Now, when it does come to, electricity, clearly lightning is probably the most powerful source, especially if you get hit with it, right? So, I'm fascinated about the lightning protection and how does that work?
So, lightning protection is an awesome thing. Only thing, it's not 100% guaranteed. That's one thing people have to understand for sure. Mm-hmm. But when you do lightning protection on top of a house or a business or anything, your main thing you're trying to do is deter the lightning from actually hitting the house, causing a fire. You put them rods on top so it can help direct it to the ground and actually send it a different direction so you don't burn up anything in your house. Along with doing the lightning protection, when we do lightning protection on the house, we also put surge arresters in the electric panels as well. Therefore, if there is anything that gets past the lightning rods or the wire that we have on the rooftop, or we also do it concealed in an attic space, and you just have to pop out every so often with the rods and the wire. Therefore, if it does pass through, it'll hit that surge arrestor first, and hopefully, like I said, nothing 100% guaranteed, but theory is it should divert it from shorting out anything or burn anything else up by doing it that way.
All right. So I have a really quick question as a follow-up. Have you ever seen a home that didn't have the protection, and it just like, what's the biggest damage that you've ever witnessed?
Actually, just not too long ago, I went and looked at a house that lightning had hit, and their whole attic space, they actually had it could have been almost like a living area in the attic space. It's so big, but luckily where it hit, it actually burned up they had to have a new roof put on and had to have some of the joists and what have you that's in that attic that you're framing and it holds everything up.
Wow.
They actually end up having to have a lot of that redone because of it.
Wow.
So it can definitely hit and it'll burn a hole through you. You know, the Goofy, who was like Looney Tunes, you see something happen and poof. Well, it's kind of the same scenario almost. It's quite interesting.
Okay.
So.
Well, since we're talking attics, maybe we talk about some of the things we've been seeing on roofs as well. I mean, residentially, commercially, solar panels and backup generators. I feel like these are always in the discussion. Are these services that you provide? Are they worth considering?
Oh, we do provide it. We have done solar panels. Actually, we did a big solar project about a year ago, and it's pretty good. It's pretty interesting ordeal because you can also, if you have a backup generator in your house, you can actually make everything work to where your house runs mainly off of solar power. But when it gets dark and if you lost main utility power, you might not have all your charge in the solar, but you can still make it where the generator still picks up your slack just in case. So in other words, solar and generator both are a good double source to have if you do it that way. Now, not everybody has a generator and solar source both. It just depends on who it is and what they really want to do. But you can do either or, you can do both. We've done it both ways, honestly.
Awesome. So if I get this right, all right, anyone living in Tulsa, Oklahoma, if you guys call Bob Dooley Electric, you don't have to worry about the grid going down like the scene in the movie. Is that correct?
No, not really. You shouldn't have to, no.
Awesome. Well, that's what we like to hear here on Main Street Living. Thank you so much.
You bet.
Thank you again to James May. I think you hear a lot of bright ideas, don't you think?
Oh yeah. We're always learning something here on Main Street Living. In fact, there's more of the spirit of the season coming up right here. Stay right there.